projects. In this video, we are going to explain about a project titled Heart Attack Detection using the machine learning and deep learning. Heart disease is a prevalent condition and worldwide. According to the recent report, more than 17.7 million people loses their life to heart disease and each year on a global scale. Along these fatalities, a quarter of a million are attributed to coronary heart disease and 6.7 million are caused by strokes. One of the challenging aspects of heart disease is that it can manifest as a heart attack without any prior warning, making prediction difficult for the most of the doctors. These heart attacks can occur suddenly, posing a significant threat to individuals. Furthermore, chronic sleep deprivation has been associated with various cardiac issues, including hypertension, high cholesterol, heart attacks, obesity, diabetes, and strokes. Sleeping disorders such as insufficient and fragmented sleep have been identified as harmful to the heart health. Several studies have demonstrated that lack of sleep can lead to elevated blood pressure during the day. A heart attack, also known as myocardial infarction, occurs when the blood flow to the heart is blocked. Unhealthy eating habits and lifestyle can cause the build-up of fatty deposit in the arteries, which if damaged can trigger a heart attack. Several lifestyle choices, including of sleep deprivation, a different consumption of alcohol or smoking, experiencing the sudden shock, and high stress levels also contribute to the risk of heart disease. Moreover, insufficient and disrupted sleep patterns have been linked to a higher likelihood of experiencing the heart attack. To improve the heart disease prediction, various medical data mining and machine learning techniques are being used to extract the valuable information. And the proposed heart attack prediction system utilizes the deep learning and machine learning approaches to assess the probability of heart-related disease and patient. These are the basic requirements that are needed to build this project. Software requirements are Python IDEL with version of 3.7 or Anaconda with version of 3.7 or Jupyter or Google Colab. Hardware requirements are operating system as Windows or Linux, processor of minimum Intel i3 and RAM of minimum 4 GB and hard disk of minimum 250 GB. To know about the flow of the project, these are the steps that are needed. The first one is importing the libraries. In this step, the necessary Python libraries for data manipulation, machine learning algorithm, and some are imported, likely of NumPy, Pandas, sklearn, XGBoost, CatBoost, etc. And the second one is importing the dataset. The dataset containing of age, gender, heartbeat, and other relevant features that are loaded into this environment. This dataset will be used for training and testing the machine learning model. And the third one is checking for outliers. Outliers are the extreme value that significantly differ from other different points. In this step, the dataset is checked for outliers, and if any are found, appropriate measures are taken to handle them, such as removing and transforming them. And the fourth step is data pre-processing. Data pre-processing involves cleaning and transforming the data to make it suitable for machine learning algorithm. And here it includes handling the missing values, encoding the categorical variables, scaling the numerical features, and splitting of the features within it. And then fifth one is mapping the categorical to the numerical. Many machine learning algorithms require of numerical input data. In this step, the categorical variables such as gender are mapped to the numerical values to enable the algorithm to process the data. And the sixth one is applying the different algorithms on the pre-processed dataset. The first one is of decision tree. Decision tree is a non-parametric supervised learning algorithm. It creates a tree-like structure where each internal node represents a feature, each branch represents a decision based on that feature, and each leaf node represents a class label or of a numerical value. And the second one is random forest. Random forest is an ensemble learning method that combines the multiple decision tree to improve the predictive accuracy and reduce the overfitting. It creates a set of decision trees, and each tree is trained on the random subset of features and the data points. And the third one is k nearest neighbor. Here it is an initiative algorithm where KNN finds the k closest data point in the training set, and the majority clause or the average value of the k neighbor is assigned as the prediction for the new data point. And the fourth one is naive Bayes. Is a probabilistic algorithm based on the Bayes theorem. Here it uses of the test classification where calculate the probability of the data point that belongs to the specific class and assigns it to the class with the highest probability. And the fifth one is support vector mission. Here it is a powerful machine learning algorithm that finds the hyperplane and the high dimensional feature space that best separates the data points on the different classes. It aims to maximize the margin between support vector of the different classes and handles the nonlinear classification data through the use of kernel function. And the sixth one is voting classifier. It is an ensemble learning method that combines the prediction of multiple individual classifiers and assigns the class label with the majority vote as of the final prediction. And the seventh one is XGBoost. It is an efficient gradient boosting algorithm that widely used in machine learning. It builds the multiple decision trees sequentially, which aims to correct the errors made by the previous tree. And it uses a combination of gradient descent optimization and regularization technique to achieve the high predictive accuracy while reducing the overfitting. And the eighth one is CatBoost. It is also an gradient boosting algorithm specifically designed to handle the categorical features efficiently. It automatically handles the conversion of categorical variable to numerical representation and utilize the ordered boosting to improve the training process and generalization. And the ninth one is AdaBoost. It is also an ensemble learning algorithm that builds the multiple weak learners like of decision trees with of limited depth sequentially. Each weak learner focuses on the misclassified sample from the previous iteration, and their prediction are combined to create a strong final classifier. And the 10th one is logistic regression. Logistic regression is a simple and widely used algorithm for the binary classification task. It gives the relation between the input features and the probability of the binary outcome using the logistic function. It also be extended to handle the multi-class classification using the technique like one versus all or the softmax regression. And the 11th one is multi-layer perceptron. It is a type of artificial neural network as a fundamental component of the deep learning. It consists of multiple layers which are interconnected neurons, including of input layer, one or more hidden layers, and an output layer. The network is trained using the backpropagation to optimize the weight and bias, which makes it capable of handling the complex nonlinear relationship and data. And the 12th one is hybrid algorithm. A hybrid algorithm refers to the combination of the different machine learning model to solve that particular problem. It involves combining of the different deep learning to classify the task. And the one is recurrent neural network. It is of RNN as a type of neural network designed to handle the sequential data such as of time series or the natural language. It has the feedback connection that allow the information to persist over the time, making it suitable for the tasks that involve sequential dependencies. And the 14th one is convolutional neural network. The CNN is a specialized neural network designed for the processing task. It employs convolutional layer that scan the input task with the smaller filter capturing the important feature and the pattern. Is widely used in computer applications. And then the 15th one is long short-term memory. It's a type of RNN designed to address the vanishing gradient problem that occurs with the standard RNNs. It can learn long-term dependencies and sequential data which is suitable for the task where the context from the distant past is crucial such as of speech recognition or of NLP. And the next step is training the model. The data split is splitted into the training and testing set. The models are trained on the training data where the algorithm run from the input data and their corresponding output. The performance of each model is evaluated using the testing set. And the eighth one is user gives the input. The Flask framework is used to create a web interface where the users can input their data, including age, gender, and other relevant features like of heartbeat and many more. Here, the input is sent to the backend for the prediction. And the ninth one is the given input is pre-processed for prediction. Here, the user input is pre-processed in the same way as of the training data, ensuring that it is in the suitable format for the trained model to make the prediction. And the 10th one is trained model is used for prediction. The pre-processed user input is fed into the trained model, and each model predicts the likelihood of the occurrence of heart disease, which is based on the provided input. And the 11th and final one is final outcome is displayed. The prediction from the all models are combined, and the final outcome, which be the probability of the likelihood of the heart disease, is displayed to the user on the web interface. This allows the user to be informed about the potential risk of heart disease based on the input data. The execution of the project. To execute the project, first we need to open the code folder. This is the code folder containing of the different files within it. The SCADBoost info containing of the CADBoost algorithm within it. And the static folder containing of the files like CSS, JavaScript and images, and also the bootstrap files within it. And the template folder containing of the HTML documents like of home, index, notebook, result, sign in and sign up pages. And the app is an py file which contains the information related to the front-end logic. It includes the code that is written in Python that handle the server-side operation such as processing the user request, interacting with the database, and generating the dynamic content that to be rendered in the HTML template. And the dataset is an CSV file that contains the information about of particular individual as of age, gender, heart rate, systolic blood pressure, diastolic blood pressure, blood sugar, trophine, result and off. And as a final result is an image file, and the model as a PK file where it contains of the algorithm's information, and it will be loaded at the time of the execution of the project, which help in doing the certain task as of predicting the new result. And the notebook is an IPYNB file which contains the combination of the code, graph and output all in one place. It allows the user to write and execute the code in individual cell, making it a popular choice for the data science. And the sign up is an DB file, appears to be the database used to store the user information. And the test cases is a testing document that is used purpose to analyze and the performance of the model. And to execute the project, we used the Flask as a framework for the execution. And to see the full code, it's all present in the IPYNB file, it containing of the code, graphs and outputs of one place. First, to execute the project, first we need to copy this address path and open the Anaconda prompt. Here, first we need to change the disk location as of F because our code folder is present in fdisk. Here we need to write an command of cd space and paste this address of the code folder and then click on enter button. After this command, we need to write another command that is of python space app.py. This command is used to execute the Python script and perform a runtime check for any syntax errors or the logical issues. And after applying the running button of this python app.py, the Flask framework will host the application locally at the default address as of like this. We need to copy this local link provided by the framework and paste it on any web browser. And here we need to paste this local link in any of the web browser, and I prefer to use this Chrome. And here we get an home page containing of the title of the project and sign in and sign up button. First we need to click on the sign up button. It redirected to the sign up page containing of the registration details which are necessary to fill to create an account. And my account is already generated, that's why I'm using the sign in button, and here it redirected to the sign in page, and here we need to give the details of username and password as of admin. After entering, click on submit button and click on OK button. Here it redirected to the index page containing of the features what we need to enter to get the analysis of the heart attack. Here we need to give the details of it. As of my age is 21 and female, that's why I'm entering 0. For male, enter as 1. And the heart rate is of 110 and the systolic blood pressure is of 165 and the diastolic blood pressure of 90. Give the appropriate values to it, and the blood pressure is 170 and the CKMB of 1.6 and the troponin of 1.2, and then click on submit button to detect the heart attack. After submitting, it redirected to the result page where it gives a result of you have a chance of heart attack. Based on the input features, we can view a result as having the chance of heart attack or not. And this way, we can detect the heart attack by using various machine learning and deep learning techniques and algorithms. And we use the try again button to again redirect to the index page. Here we need give the details of 21 and 0 and use summas of 70 and blood pressure of 140 and diastolic blood pressure of 75 and blood pressure of 165 55 and the CKIMB of 1.2 and troponin of 1.01, and then click on submit button. And here in this way we can get an result as you have a chance of heart attack. And in conclusion, in this study, we employ the various machine learning and deep learning techniques to predict the occurrence of heart attack based on their different irregular patterns. The methods utilized include the support victimization, random forest, k-nearest neighbor, decision tree, naive Bayes, and various networks. This experimental results obtained of the different attributes, the findings indicates that of the occurrence of the decision tree and precision of the k-nearest neighbor support victimization and of many neural networks are utilized, and it gives a maximum accuracy of over 98%.
Thank you for watching video. For more projects please visit our website www.trueprojects.in. For updates on latest project videos, please visit True Projects YouTube channel and subscribe.